What's the tea on you? Pick a card reading. Hello, today I'll be reading cards for what the tea on you is. You'll select one from 3 piles. Pile 1 is the lucky coin, pile 2 is the money bag, and pile 3 is the dragon keychain. The first card is the Hermit. With this card, I'm getting that people are gossiping about how you like your own space and are hard to get a hold of sometimes. The need for solitude also makes you come across as very mysterious, and people are speculating about what it is that you are up to. The next card is the King of Wands. People might be talking about how passionate and determined you are. They may also be saying that you are a good leader and are very productive. You may be busy a lot of the time, and people could be saying this. The Fool card is next, so people could be gossiping about how some new venture you are starting. This could be a job, hobby, side hustle. I feel that whatever this new venture is, it's going to go very well. You could be having a break, some of you, with the Four of Swords card. You could have been working hard with this new venture and having to rest for a while. People could be discussing this. The next card is the Devil card. You could be working very hard at what you are doing and could be a workaholic, and people are discussing this. Some of you could have overcome some addictions, and people are discussing that as well. The Ten of Swords is next, and what I'm getting from this is that you have come across some very bad hardships and challenges that were horrible. People could be discussing some of the hardships you have been through. This could be job loss, breakup, or abuse. With the Knight of Swords card, I'm getting that you recovered rather quickly. The Knight of Swords card symbolizes fast movement forward and sharp intellect. I feel that people are discussing how fast you're moving towards your goals. Next, I will be reading from the Alice in Wonderland Oracle. The first card is called Growing Up. For some of you, I'm getting that you are quite young. Some of you had to grow up fast, and people could be discussing this change within you. The next card is Clock Time. I'm getting that a lot of you are in a rush and have your time filled up with things to do. People are talking about how you are always busy. The next card is Wake Up. It's your moment. The message says it's your moment. I'm getting from this is that you are in your prime. Next is It's Always Tea Time card. With this card, I'm getting that people like to gossip and talk about you with this card. They must find you interesting and like to talk about what you are doing. It could be because you're always doing something different and like to change a lot. The last card is Manage to Be Glad. With this card, I'm getting that people are surprised with how well you manage to stay positive despite difficult situations. This is all for pile 1. Hello pile 2, thank you for watching. I will now go into this reading to see what the tea on you is. The first card is the Eight of Wands card. What I'm getting from this card is that there are definitely people talking about you, pile 2. And the Eight of Wands mean communication. Some of you might own land or something. I'm getting that people are talking about that. The countryside in this card is really standing out to me. Some of you may live in the country. Anyway, I'm getting that people are talking about where you live. The next card is the Six of Swords, and it shows that you are moving away from something. For some of you, it could be that you have physically moved from others. It could be that you have mentally moved away from something that was not serving you, and people are talking about this. The next card is Justice, which represents fairness and the law. So I'm getting that some of you will have a legal matter resolved, and people are going to be talking about that. It could have been someone that really hurt you is getting brought to justice. The next card is the Chariot. Again, it's about forward movement, like what we got with the Six of Swords card. You could also be getting or have a new vehicle. Some of you could be relocating, and people are talking about that. For some of you, you're moving forward with life after the legal matter had been resolved. The next card is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is young. Some people could be talking about how young you look. The Page of Wands is also passionate and determined, so people could be talking about your characteristics. The next card is the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is about moving forward with a heavy load, so some people are talking about your stamina and your ability to keep moving forward, even though you might be burdened or fatigued. The last card in this deck for this reading is the Wheel of Fortune. What I'm getting from this card is that people are talking about how lucky you are with some things. It could be with money or with relationships or even both. Next, I will read some Alice in Wonderland Oracle cards. The first card is titled Find the Lesson. With this card, I'm getting that you like to dress well in social situations. So I'm getting that people like to mention your attire and how well you look. I'm also getting that people comment about how good your hair smells. The next oracle card is Follow Your Own Good Advice. What I'm getting from this card is that you give good advice to people and they like to talk about this good advice that you gave. With the next cards such as Curious Dream, I'm getting that some of you like to daydream, and when you're doing this, people are wondering what you were thinking about. Next is You Can't Go Back to Yesterday. The message on this card is Be in the present. I'm getting that some of you might dwell on the past and people notice this about you. For some, I'm getting that you were very spontaneous. The last card for this reading is Messages for a Rabbit. I'm getting that some of you love animals and like to spend time in the animal world, and people have noticed this about you. Anyway, that is all I'm getting for pile number 2. Hello pile 3, this is you if you chose the dragon keychain. Thank you for watching my reading. The first card is the Four of Cups. This card means unsatisfied and unfulfilled. People are talking about how disappointed you are in some aspect of your life. It could be love, career, or with money. The next card is the Ace of Wands, which talks about a passionate new beginning. With this card, after the Five of Cups, I'm getting that your disappointment is short-lived and that people are discussing how you managed to turn this negative situation around. The next card is the Three of Pentacles. This is the card about working hard on your career. And what I'm getting from this card is that you are on your grind and working on your income, and people are noticing this about you. The Two of Pentacles is next, and it's about juggling finances. You might be budgeting more or have more than one job, and people are noticing and talking about your strong work ethic. The next card is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands shows somebody waiting for their ships to come in. I'm getting from the last few Pentacle cards that this is about money. Your hard work is paying off and people are noticing this about you. For some of you, I'm getting that it could be online shopping and people could be talking about how much you like to shop. Next is the Queen of Pentacles, confirming that you are working on your pentacles, which is money, and your hard work is paying off. The Queen of Swords is all about material wealth. The Queen of Pentacles, is all about material wealth, financial security, and abundance. People are talking about your success in what I'm getting from this card. The next card is the Nine of Cups, and what I'm getting from this card is that some aspects of your life are feeling emotionally fulfilled and happy. Some things in your life are going really well and people are talking about how happy you are. Next, I will be reading some Alice in Wonderland Oracle cards. The first card is titled Set Your Course. What I'm getting from this card is that some of you want to or are looking at traveling. People are talking about your holiday plans. The next card, Never Any Jam Today, is next, and what I'm seeing from this card is that some of you really like to eat sweets, and people could be discussing your sweet tooth. With Easter tomorrow, it's a good time for indulging in treats. The next card is Believe, and with this card I'm getting that lots of you have strong faith in your spirituality, and people could be talking about that. Uncertainty is next. I'm getting that some of you have had a hard time making up your mind, and some people could be saying this about you, that it's hard for you to make your mind up. Follow the White Rabbit is another card that shows Alice with an animal. And what I'm getting from this is that you really like the animal world, and people are discussing how much you like the animals. That is all for pile number 3. Thank you for watching.